Welcome to Simmons Bank Liberty Stadium in Memphis, Tennessee. Your college football Saturday continues with a great showdown here on EA Sports. It's the Florida Atlantic Owls and the Memphis Tigers. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Thank you, guys. I have checked in with the Tigers head coach here pregame. He is so pleased with the way this quarterback is playing. As you know, he was a transfer coming in, and they didn't know what they were getting exactly. But he has become one of the leaders of this team. He has proven that he can carry them. If he keeps playing like this, the sky's the limit. I'll keep you posted on how he's settling in here early to start this game. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Memphis ready to kick it off and get things started. He'll start the return inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So Florida Atlantic's offense will have the first crack at it in this one. And what a performance this guy turned in last week. Spectacular in every aspect of the game, Jesse.
Well, I know one thing for sure. The quarterback is going to be looking his way early in this one. When you have a game like he did last time, your quarterback, you all of a sudden move up in priority in the pecking order for the guy throwing the football. So it's not going to surprise me early here if the quarterback looks his way, regardless of what the coverage is, based on what he showed last time.
Yeah, and they were on the same page. It was fun to watch. I mean, you could tell that he knew exactly where his guy was, putting up the multiple touchdowns. Like, it was a thing of beauty. Now, defensively, I also know that, and I know he's looking that way. So look forward to seeing the chess match with the defense and maybe ways they can take him away.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again, and why not? It's complete on the right side. There's some room. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
And, man, it's really nice to see a QB and see the blitz right away. Sees the blitz coming, they come attack, replace it right away, get it to your running back.
Turning it on. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield, pick up 10 and the first down. Florida Atlantic goes to work with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Firing to the right, complete. Quick step and go. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. The Owls go back to work after moving the chains through the air. From the red zone, looking for a space. And he rifled in that pass, but it's incomplete.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
And to start that slide a little early, and he'll be short of the first down. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Bully ball on 3rd and short. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. And the Owls kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They'll go to the air. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic.
How about that first drive by the offense? Usually script the first 10 plays. Well, I had one extra. It only took 9. Great job moving down the field, stringing plays that look like other plays together, and getting this opening drive touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Tigers offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game, maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
A quick pass to the left. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
And that's the start you need on offense, right? The opening drive of the game, your defense allows a touchdown, so you got to come out firing, and it's good news to see the quarterback dialed in. Good read, good timing, accurate throw. It's a big-time completion, but still work to be done. This offense obviously would like to answer that touchdown with one of their own.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Memphis wants to move quickly.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell.
To throw, it's Nolan. Going to try to get it himself. He can't quite get there on the scramble. Dangerous with his feet, but this defense rises to the occasion and forces a fourth down. They boot it away. And that ball will sail into the end zone for a touchback. The Owls offense comes out ready to go to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Slides, avoids the hit. What a play to convert on 2nd and long.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line. Florida Atlantic will go to work with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Farrell. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now this offense will try to overcome that 2nd down incompletion. Might be calling a hot route. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Got him downfield. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll send the tight end in motion. Looking for room. It's Bernard. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this 1st quarter. All right, guys, so Florida Atlantic has the lead as we get a look at the stats. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. They feed him again. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long.
Well, you see the defense make a big play there in the RPO, and they're doing it because they're starting to load the box. If you're the play caller offensively, you might want to think about having your quarterback keep the ball and then try to throw it downfield.
Running inside, it's Bernard. Nice move to keep running. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. He needs to make sure those mechanics are pure from the right hash and 40 yards away. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And that will extend their lead even further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Here comes the Memphis offense to start this drive. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. Motion from the back. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Memphis picking up the tempo. That was a good read there. Not the biggest gain in the world, David, but take up the space they're going to give you in the zone.
Yeah, make it easy, man. Make the right decision. If he's open, get it to him, get some positive yards. Basically a run play.
The play action fake. Here's the heat. Buying some time. He was looking everywhere for more running room and couldn't find it. He'll be 4 yards short, and it's 4th down. Memphis will be forced to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. The Owl offense is out there to get this drive underway. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
He might want another play. To the air on 1st down. And the incomplete pass had a lot of juice on it. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Tight end now in motion. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Bernard. At the 40, there he goes. He's loose on the left. Who gives a hoot? The Owls do. It's a touchdown. And they take it in for 6 more points. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. They really need to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Oh, what a move to get room. Makes the grab in their space. The tag. And he scores. Touchdown, Tigers.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. Basically everything they've tried has worked, scoring a couple of touchdowns and a field goal on their first 3 possessions. The run inside. It's Bernard. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board.
Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it? Running inside, it's Hayden. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28. The Tigers want to crank the tempo. Dropping back, it's Nolan. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. They got him down pretty quickly after the pick, but what an opportunity here from the 23-yard line.
What a big game-changing play. I love when you see defensive players, they jump on the ball like they were the offensive guys. So aggressive, going and getting that pick, creating some big mojo for your team.
The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Florida Atlantic comes to the line on 1st and goal. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Looking to get it in. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Love the play call by the offense. Love drag routes down this close to the goal line. First down, you're just trying to get an easy completion, catch and run, walk in, score. Defense made a nice play. They made the tackle, so now you got to turn the page. You got to find something here on 2nd.
Marches ahead. Brought down short of the end zone, and that'll bring up 3rd and goal. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. He's got the tight end. Touchdown, Owls! Into the end zone for 6. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
Memphis wants to move quickly. They've been overwhelmed so far in this first half, but if they could muster a score, maybe a glimmer of hope.
Yeah, and I know it's been a struggle.
Makes the grab inside the 30. Touchdown, Memphis!
is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Let's check in with Holly Rowe.
Here on the Owls sideline, there is so much excitement from these players. This has turned into somewhat of a shootout. The offenses continue to score, but I have seen some of the defensive players say, we have got to turn it up right now. We'll see if the offense can answer again or if the defense starts to make a statement. Guys?
All right, Holly. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that
sends it downfield. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Brought down after the huge gain, gets this offense set up at the 27. They dialed up the perfect call, splendid execution. Now they've got it threatening. 1st and 10 from the 27. He's going to run it. This defense fully aware that he can run. They stop him after a short gain.
And we've seen this several times now. Like, he is more than willing to take off and make plays. And you can tell the defense is starting to adjust a little bit.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Man, notable storylines all across the sport today. So let's roll up our sleeves and get you updated here in Week 6. We start with Oregon taking on the Rutgers Scarlet Knights.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. As we start the second half, what do you have for us, Holly?
Coach Huff told me at the half, they have found some positives here during this 3-game win streak. But right now, trailing in this game, their backs are against the wall. They get an opportunity here to start the third quarter with some more momentum. And he said, we can't worry about the win streak. We just have to worry about doing our job. Guys?
Okay, Holly. He's got it again. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Memphis picking up the tempo.
Really nice run there, picking up the first down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
Throws to the wideout. Complete in the middle. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be first down. And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs.
And obviously trailing in this football game now in the second half. This is exactly what they talked about at halftime.
He's going for it all. Goes high to pull it in. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Tigers.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he's able to locate the football, snag it out of the air. And this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And he makes the extra point. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Brings a return out across the 25. Gets a couple of extra yards. He's stopped at the 27-yard line. So here comes the Florida Atlantic offense ready to go to work. They come out for the first time in this second half. The lead a little smaller than when they went to the locker room, and they'll try to answer here. Creates a little space. He's now up to 95 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. Looking to throw on first down. Stepping to the right. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Knocked off his feet.
Those are the kind of plays in the second half you have to make. This back has had plenty of success. He's gotten a lot of touches. Now, defensively, we got to show him things are about to be different.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got his man. Still running at the 40. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. The Owls are rolling down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the right. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Bernard. Miles ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse.
Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. Bringing it back. He's at the 10.
And the defense hasn't made many plays today, but who can make those plays late? And this place got really, really quiet just now. They made the big play. They forced the INT, and now a chance to build on this lead and make this place even quieter.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Trying to bull his way in. Touchdown, Owls! And the route is on.
And remember back, guys, the defense gives them the short field, and the offense takes care of business. And now building this lead and really putting pressure on the other side. The offense on the other side is going to have to get pass happy. So dial up that nickel, dial up that dime, get that pass defense ready.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Memphis Tigers offense ready to set up shop. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
That's caught. It's Brown. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. Looks as if he'll have enough to pick up the Memphis 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Back to throw. It's Nolan. Here comes the heat. He wants to go deep. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Running free. Touchdown, Memphis. Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up.
second half of this game, you're trailing, David. No surprise there. You got to throw the ball to the guys that are making plays for you. He had already had a touchdown catch. That's number 2 now. And if they're going to get back in this game, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
Amen. I mean, keep finding him. He keeps making plays, keeps catching the football. And listen, when you find that matchup outside that works, that you can depend on, I don't blame quarterbacks for going back to them time and time again.
He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. On the ground, it's Bernard. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. He's had a day, 103 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. They'll keep it on the ground. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. And the Owls are facing 3rd and inches. To the ground to try to pick up the first. He'll be stopped short. It'll bring up 4th down as this defense makes a play. And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. Makes the catch, and he's free. Touchdown, Owls! And the stomping has commenced. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
And, man, that play looked a little bit too easy. 4th down, big situation. You got to get up on these receivers and make it difficult. He gets the football right away, gets all the way to the end zone for the touchdown.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Memphis offense to start this drive. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. Complete.
Slant routes. They're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage, too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
Now the play fake. Throws to the tight end. Got a man. It's Tipton. He's loose on the right. And they... the tackle, but it'll be enough for a first down, and we'll see if they get another playoff here in the 3rd. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Scanning the field, it's Nolan. Fires to the wideout. Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it.
And that's one the offense just needs to be able to hit, right? That's a completion they should be able to hit in their sleep. Receivers got to do a better job.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. The run inside. It's Hayden. Blast his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
On the run, fires downfield. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
And that didn't look like it was the right read. Like you got to be smart as a quarterback.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. This one's complete. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down, and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The Tigers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Snapped it in the shotgun. Got his man out of the backfield. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Memphis. Looking for the two-point try.
And there's so many targets to focus on and so many elite playmakers, and they just lost.
Trying to get the two. Here comes the heat, and down goes the quarterback, and they won't be able to get any closer with the two-point try. On the run from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. The Owls offense comes out ready to go to work. How good have they been the last couple of drives? Took a close game, turned it into a blowout, and they have the football back. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The Owls come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Makes the grab. It's Johnson. Oh, he's got some space. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield on first down. Got the quick pass. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big game. It makes life really easy on me on second down.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Florida Atlantic has the offense humming. Wants to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Messer. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
And this is a situation this offense trains for. Having the lead late in the game, running the ball to ice it. They're just bleeding second.
Maybe a crease. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
Florida Atlantic comes to the line on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Made a defender miss. Touchdown, Owls! And the punishment has been extended. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. And he added the extra point. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. Looking to throw, it's Nolan. Bringing the heat. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. So the defense trying to maximize their clock management. They use the timeout here, and the 2-minute stoppage is coming. Four wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Off play action. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Running inside. It's Hayden. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up 4th down. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. On 4th down, trying to find his man. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you try to mount drives, and sometimes you even try to get young guys in the game at this point. But now you're just fighting for pride and just letting them try not to get any more points on the scoreboard.
That's reeled in. It's Bernard. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Offense getting set for 1st down. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
Can't make the catch, and it'll be 3rd down. He had that thing and just lost his concentration. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Bernard. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And with that throw, man, you've got to look at this 2-game run for this team. Like, to be able to do it in back-to-back weeks against ranked opponents, guys that you know, this is going to be a resume builder, a confidence builder for this squad. Impressed with the way this offense has handled their situation. The QB has handled some difficult moments, but Palmer, back-to-back weeks against ranked opponents, that's pretty impressive.
Big for his confidence as a player. I think big for the offensive coordinator and the head coach and their confidence in him as well. Because you're right, you beat 2 top 25 teams in 2 straight weeks, in large part because of the way he's played. As a quarterback now, you're earning more throws for the next game and more touchdown pass opportunities because everybody trusts you and believes in you to handle the big moment against good opponents.
The run inside. It's Hayden. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. With yet another unranked team taking down a ranked opponent, does a portal help level this out a little bit where it's really difficult to know which team should be ranked in the first place?
I think the portal certainly helps. At the end of the day, though, they just wanted it more today, and that win is going to help recruiting. It's going to help their confidence moving forward. I know this, David, every team on the rest of their schedule, they're now taking account and notice of this team.
And I completely agree. Like, you start to build momentum, and then momentum helps you find more guys in the portal and helps high school recruiting. So big ranked win today. And who knows, maybe this gets them in the rankings in the near future.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.